Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Historical crime novels take all sorts of shapes and come in all sorts of sizes. They cover many different areas of history, too. The one thing they all have in common is that a well-written historical novel gives the reader a sense of time and place. Let's look at a novel like that today and turn the spotlight on Pablo Santis, The Paris Enigma. This novel takes place in 1889. Sigmundo Salvatrio is the son of a Buenos Aires shoemaker. He's fascinated by crime and detection. In fact, sleuths are the big heroes of the day, and detective stories fill the magazines. One of the greatest of them is Renato Craig, who is one of the 12, the world's finest detectives. When Craig announces openings in the Detective Academy that he's founded, Sigmundo applies even though he doesn't have much hope that he'll be accepted. He is, though, to his surprise, and begins to work with Craig and the other students. Everyone thinks that Craig will choose Gabriel Alarcón as his new assistant, but then Alarcón is murdered. Craig determines that solving the boy's murder will be his last case, and he chooses Sigmundo to accompany him, to assist him. Because of the tragedy, Craig decides not to attend the upcoming Paris World's Fair, during which he and the rest of the 12 were to do a presentation on detection. He sends Sigmundo in his absence, and he commits Sigmundo's welfare to another one of the 12, Victor Arzaki. When he gets to Paris, Sigmundo meets the other detectives and their acolytes and starts to work with them. They're all getting ready for this presentation, and then another of the 12, Louis d'Arbon, is murdered, and his body is discovered at the foot of the brand new Eiffel Tower. Now the detectives and their acolytes have a genuine murder to solve. Other murders follow, and it's obvious that someone has an agenda. As Sigmundo gets closer to the truth, he'll have to be careful whom he trusts and make the best use of all the detective skills he's been learning. So, what are the elements in this novel? What keeps it going? Well, as I say, it's an historical novel, so one important element is its setting in time and place. It's La Belle Époque, and the Paris World's Fair seems to demonstrate just how much progress humankind has made and how much technology is advancing. There's a real excitement and a real feel for the optimism of the time and for the physical setting. That said, though, not everyone is rich, and there are still major class differences. Santis makes that clear, too. And the story is not what you'd call really light or happy, even though there's this optimism. Another element in the story is the character of Sigmundo Salvatrio. The story is told from his perspective, first person, past tense. So we see the world through his eyes. He's an intelligent, perceptive adolescent, but he's never had an experience quite like traveling to another country, and certainly he's never been involved in real-life cases of murder either, so in a sense, this is a coming-of-age story. There are other characters, too. There's the somewhat enigmatic Craig, his dedicated wife, and the other students at the academy. There are also the other members of the 12 and their acolytes. Readers who prefer a small cast of character and limited suspects will notice that there are a lot of them here. You'll want to pay attention as the story goes on. There's some philosophical discussion and debate about detection, about what makes a good detective, and about what exactly detectives do. In that sense, the novel takes just a bit of a meta approach to solving crime. The Paris Enigma is the story of a boy's dream to become a detective, and what happens when that dream comes up against real-life killings. It takes place during a unique time in history and against the distinctive background of the Paris World's Fair, and it features a series of baffling murders. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.